Hurry along now. That's for you to take care of yourself.
Do we have anything to do here, really? No.
Not the finest of landings. At least I can still access all of my tools and why work, of course. Anathema won't restore itself, I dare say. I shall finish what I started, aboard whatever remains of the Lady Vengeance in the Hall of Echoes.
I'm not seeing anything particularly new. We have enough frames, rune frames. Maybe a couple power frames would be okay to buy.
Come and find me later in the...
Where's the boy?
The statue reaches toward the bottom, drops.
Did you know Malady? Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
Alien water essence. We have new stuff? No. Do I really care about the alien water essences? I think source orbs would be
Sure
actually
thing.
more useful at this point again. What's the situation with soulmate scrolls? We need them. Yeah, we have 4. We need a minimum of 2, so there's no problem with those. Argenhide is
Final voyage
don't
of the
give a
Lady
crap.
Vengeance. She served us well.
I don't think most of this has any real use for us.
Lucian the Divine, standing guard over Arcs. He's been slacking off well.
That's a Kraken. We're gonna enter that fight easily enough. Don't really see a reason why I should. There should be the Lich here. Should be a trivial fight for us with the soulmate. He's the only one who can teleport us around in the death fog, so if we can get rid of him, the rest will fall on their own.
A child's prayer left here. Dear Lucian, ask Mummy to stop crying. Death fog below.
You see the crash? The ship? Are they void-woken? Thank there are void. Do as we do.
A prayer from a pilgrim. Careful now. That's a trap.
It's a trap indeed. That hardly matters. Fire vulnerability. Yeah, that is not gonna work very well for you. Do you have they don't have particular feelings toward electricity, so I will use the first spell we currently have. Level 20 Void Woken. Poison weakness. Holy shit, haven't seen that in a while. Still, that's not
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
not the main problem here. You are. We need to burn through 1200 hit points. Our immunity, air protection, poison immunity. Yeah. Sure what the best way to start this is. We can't start with the soulmate, that won't work. I don't really care to do any damage to it. It's the big soul void Vulcans that are the threat to me. As long as he dies before he has a chance to act, everything will be fine. Yeah, he'll take about 5,000 points of damage, so we need 3 potions to kill it. Critical hit. Didn't account for those. 2 with critical hits. Right. They were had weakness toward poison. Air and poison, right. Not much sure. I can't do all that much as far as poison is concerned. I have a couple of scrolls, but they can't really reach to them. I think I'm gonna protect my own ass at this point. We're gonna need more action points on the next turn. Right. He shot a fireball at his head himself. All the others are pretty much stunned. He's stunned. He's irrelevant. Stun, 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 stun. Right. So this worked out fairly well for us. It's your vulnerability. Have none. It doesn't really matter who we shoot at this point. I might finally be able to do something. Chilled. Big. 2000 points of ice damage. We do have capability of throwing poison at them. He's in a location though that I'm pretty sure he's gonna be very, very well protected no matter what I throw at him. Not so. Necro Wing Voidwalk. See what it does. Has to come closer before it can do anything useful. They intentionally burn themselves. Quite sure what the aim there is. Are they just so incompetent at aiming, or does it serve some other purpose? Don't know. The combat arena is a little bit weird with all the trees, so maybe they just accidentally shoot at each other, but I find that highly unlikely. It's not usually a problem. Okay, fairly easy fight. And these were level 20 opponents, so just a couple levels above me, and they were nothing. Trash, utter trash. Tornado. Don't need to clear the entire place, but a little bit of breathing room here in Deathlock would be very, very nice. Void touch live wood fragments. Arthropod legs, I really have no use for those. We know what we could do with them, but it would be honestly just a waste of my action points in a fight to do something like spider legs. Maybe once upon a time, but not now.
Careful! I've spotted a trap. Careful! I've spotted a trap.
That's a lot of traps. A reason why this is so heavily trapped. We've gotten all the useful stuff already. Might not be able to loot all the voidlings, but who the hell cares? I might miss out on essence or a clouded diamond. Not exactly worthless, but not all that useful either. Right, where to next? I guess we'll go toward the harbour and maybe take care of the Kraken. Doesn't really matter. We'll visit all the places anyway.
Do you see anything? I come for prayer and penitence. Instead, I find...
What a cursed Lucian's day this is.
Do you see anything?
Only fog.
Only fog.
Pilgrims. Probably here for Lucian's Day.
No shit.
I came all the way from Driftwood, but I never...
Excuse me, have you... And if it is, who's in charge of Fort Joy? I just need to... He's a sweet lad. He doesn't belong there. I don't know... Another card?
No, I'm holding.
The statue reaches to...
I feel awful.
The woman's upper lip twitches.
Lucian, I prayed.
She shoots you.
He has told me it spreads.
She trails off.
I must have...
You're all right. I heard a huge crash in the mountains earlier. Lucian's Day. Got a few prayers of my own that need answering. But these days, who don't?
She shoots...
I won't well, settle in. White, of course. I feel
Whatever your purpose, I want to visit Lucian's shrine to find answers. And yet he is...
She's smart.
But perhaps it is all for nothing. I do not and perhaps not. Word comes that access there is fighting.
I'm sure there has to be a trader somewhere.
Ah, hello. You'll have to forgive my limited void work, though I did see one little girl. She was human. A trick of the light, perhaps. A pleasure doing business.
Anything useful? Some potions. Leeches of the Faithful. I've noticed these here and there.
No, I'm holding.
We would lose... We would gain a little bit of damage, but would lose a lot of initiative and critical hit chance. Not a good trade. Yeah, we want the... I'll take the Wits plus 11, thanks, because this pretty much guarantees me a start in a fight. If that becomes an issue.
No, I'm holding.
But more importantly, do you have intellect potions of similar type?
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Fair enough. Did we get any good loot from the undead guy? I don't recall. So probably not.
Another card?
Where the hell did I get these items?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
Right, probably should identify them.
Awful.
See what kind of treasures do we hold?
Keep strong. Lucian will
Yeah,
preserve
auto sort it all.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
This is good looking stuff. It requires... It's definitely higher level than my current gear. Chest armor, magic. Finesse, warfare, pyrokinetic, air of the earth, geomancer versus +1 warfare, +1 geomancer. Also slotted.
Lucian will preserve you.
It's not great though. Finesse is worthless, warfare is not worthless. When we soulmate things to death, warfare helps. Hydrosophist helps too. The problem is we don't need the help.
Any takers?
So this would provide still 3 points to something we have a use for. The current armor provides 1. So pyrokinetic, arrow of the earth, geomancer would get a boost.
Keep strong. Lucian will
It
preserve
just
you.
isn't a great armor. Magic armor would benefit massively, but we don't really need the aid. I still think it's worth the switch.
Another card? No, I'm holding. Me too.
I feel
Level 20 trousers, I guess.
It's a dangerous path ahead.
Wrong type of abilities, totally worthless.
Another card?
Potential new amulet.
Me too.
I'm the last merchant till inside the
Almost
city
3
gate.
times the
Get what you
magical
need or
armor.
you'll regret it.
This is not the armor amulet I need to compare it to though.
Lucian will preserve you.
Another card? No, I'm holding. Me too.
Right. This current armor has pyrokinetic and wits and the rune slot. The new amulet would have massively more magic armor, have the rune slot. It has pyrokinetic, summoning, perseverance, plus 5 intelligence.
Lucian will preserve
So we would lose initiative. In exchange we would gain what?
It's a dangerous path.
5 extra intelligence
Best
points.
stock up.
Lose a point in pyrokinetic. It's not a trivial thing to lose the wits.
Me too.
Keep strong.
But 5 points in intelligence is guaranteed damage. 25 extra percentage points.
Another card?
It's just that this provides 10 points in something out of which 4 are worthless to me. The current provides what? 4, 5, 6, 7
Lucian will
out
preserve
of
you.
which 4 are useful. So 6 versus 4. It's a minor improvement, and magic armor improvement is significant.
No, I'm holding. Me too.
It just isn't an amazing improvement.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Intelligence 60. 250% extra damage guaranteed on intelligence based attacks. That's a lot of extra damage. Skills would be more valuable,
Inside the city gates. Get what you need or you'll regret it.
also more specialized. Not sure if I want to sell the extra gear though.
In need of something, traveller? A pleasure doing
Keep
business.
strong.
Even
Lucian will
now.
preserve you.
No, I'm holding.
Please return.
Me too.
And yeah, I think we're gonna do the armor switch too.
I feel awful.
Another card?
Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
No, I'm holding.
Keep strong.
Me too.
Lucian will preserve you.
Magic armor will get a massive boost, physical armor will tank. This is not a good thing. However, we are very much offensive focused, and this will help on the offensive part.
No, I'm holding.
I feel
I'm holding on to my current armor though.
hopefully Lucian
I definitely would prefer
I'm the
physical
last merchant till inside the city gates.
physical defense.
Get what you need or you'll regret it.
Exactly are our values. 11, 7, 10, 8 on the relevant attack values. Warfare has grown quite a bit. It'll help with the physical damage if we ever want to do it.
Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Right.
Keep strong. Lucian will proceed.
Anything else?
I can't believe you'll see why I'm sore. If you get to hear the endless...
A prayer note.
Oh, pure divine, who fills the seas and blesses the soil.
Get what you need or you'll regret it.
Lucian?
Goo. I've no idea what goo is. Goo is a crafting component though, I'm very sure about that, and it has been rare so far. You can make silence scrolls out of it. Alien shadow essence and goo. I'll buy one because I want to know how the scroll compares to the actual ability. Don't really have much use for alien shadow essences either, so it's not a massive loss, even if it's total garbage. Where's my goo at? Two does about 500 magic armor damage and silence to all enemies with a cone in front of you. 13-meter cone range, I guess. Compared to what? I can't cast it. I have the skill book somewhere, I'm sure of that. So, it's good to have.
I'm the last merchant till inside the city gates. Get what you need or you'll regret it.
Kraken. Not be much of a problem. I'm pretty sure it has a elemental weakness of some sort, so we can play it out of the fight easily enough. No chance of killing it. Just need to end the fight. Demons feeding. Fairly trivial fire weakness, but they don't matter. Fire weakness. Gonna meteor shower their asses. But what does the blasted thing actually have? Air weakness. Well. Earth doesn't do anything either. Yeah, this will work just fine. Just fine. Maybe a little bit closer. We do need to be able to bombard it with lightning attacks after all. The suckiest part of this is though this will not go anywhere. I'm not sure how much resources we should try to devote on this. Right, I would need to go very close in order to get any kind of decent results against it. It's very risky. Yeah, we could have started this fight in a lot of better ways. Well, what's done is done. We'll see it through. Surprised that Kraken wasn't wet already, considering where it is. It's done. So it's worthless already. Probably retreat quickly. On the next turn, very latest. The wolf can focus on the abyssal void devourers. To escape. 100,000 XP for us though. We need 400,000 plus to get to the next level. Right. If you could move a little bit, that'd be great. Simply so we can focus our fire a little more efficiently. Do I have elevation on you? No. I don't think I had. Would this be enough? Don't want to risk it. Need a fire cost reduction. Thank you very much. Lovely. I wonder if there's a slow way for us to boost our offensive capabilities. I think critical hit chance increase pretty much our only path forward anymore. And naturally skill points. If we don't abandon initiative, we'll always start a fight, and there are very few opponents that can survive the first turn. Yeah, we might also consider coming to a fight while invisible. That way we could wait the first turn and get dual turns when as an opening. No one's gonna survive that shit.
The spirit of a dwarf cowers but the spirit of a woman gets a huge unseen.
Yeah, we got about an extra 100,000 from those three. So experience is just pouring in very, very rapidly. Why the hell am I even looting these at this point? Obvious loot is a different matter, looting the corpse is a different matter, but minor containers? Yeah, I'm going to get something out of them, but I think I'm also just mostly wasting time. I don't need that type of loot to get by. And there's basically no chance of it providing something that's really, really good. There was a pilgrim item or something here. Roots of the Faithful. Constitution Geomancy Movement. There's very likely a full equipment set of those, but I wonder what's the point. Is there a point of getting all of them? They're not items for my character, so I'm not particularly interested in the answer. Or rather, I'm interested in the answer, but I'm not interested in the items themselves. This is something Google should answer rather than me trying to hunt the items down. Is it something like the equipment set of Brachus Rex? That's, yeah, it's there, but there's no real reason to ever use it, so it's pointless. I really don't get it. It seemed like it was maybe an important quest at the time. Finding all the body parts, armor parts of Brachus Rex's armor. But then...
The spirit
nothing.
of a paladin lurks near some cargo. You do your best. The Lord, it's only when you try to sneak...
Maybe if you wear it, you have some options, but it is such a terrible armor piece in and of itself, so why would anyone do that? You'd have to have a party to support your terrible equipment choice. A key. Talon's gift. Girt. Pyrokinetic Geomancer +5 in intellect. It's basically what we have now, except it has +1 Geomancer and it has massively lower magic armor. We would gain Geomancy +1 and the Living Wall skill, lose magic armor. But it is an extra skill point, so I'm not sure why I shouldn't be using it. We'll get some resistances out of it too, which are really worthless. Again, this will lead to a situation where we are very reluctant to dump gear because of because we might actually need the armor at some point. Geomancy went from 7 to 8. 5% increase. Yay! However, I don't see how I could get really larger increases, except these little 5% bonuses here and there. But if I push them hard, they might actually make a difference. If I can end a fight in the first turn, it'll all be worthwhile. All the choices make sense. At the same time, if I can't, then, well, it wasn't exactly a smart choice. This is a weird area, very weird. we might easily lose our character here. You will freeze to death.
Freezing.
We need a teleportation ability. Old-fashioned, just grab an item and get the fuck out type of a teleportation. We'll basically go in, try to teleport stuff close to the entrance, and that'll allow us to function there. Maybe. I need access to that. No. I need access to that. There's a device that will keep us warm.
My hands have gone numb. I can't stay here.
I want to see if we basically get frozen. No, the fire lamp is enough to keep us going. What is that? Back. It's stuck. It is literally frozen. Do they have any additional lamps here? No. Can I remove the frozen with this? Either way, we're not in any major danger here anymore. Have to move the lamp along.
You're safe! Praise the Divine!
I thought we were dead for sure. Thank you.
It all happened so fast that we were gonna leave Arx. But after this, looks like we're better off. What?
That must have been
So much for this seems the...
We cannot drag that. Here's the key.
Farewell.
Right. Not that tough of a quest really. But the problem is, this is pretty much the first time you encounter a thing like a fire lamp. So you have no idea what exactly is expected of you here. I could probably burn this. I'm not sure if there's anything interesting loot-wise here. It's such an unpleasant place to be in general that I don't particularly care. There's nothing vital to us here, so we'll just ignore it. Hailstorm. Unidentified gloves. Impressive looking gloves though, and we have like level 15 gloves. +2 wits, +2 initiative, +2 critical hit chance. But that's pretty much everything we want from a pair of gloves, because they don't really have the skills we need. But we're in a weird position. Old borderline worthless gloves are the things that are best for us. Initiative, hit points, telekinesis, fire resistance, armor cross. Just rubbish. Right, that's pretty much a wrap on this place though. I mean, there's a lot of little things we could loot. Little things don't really concern me anymore.
The spirit of a woman throws...
Right, at most we could talk to a couple of dead civilians.
The spirit of a dockwork...
That is her spear. I don't particularly want to change my gear. Just blow it open. The spells do enough damage that it's a reasonable way to actually get through these. Other fireballs should do it. Grand healing potion, blessed water arrow, money. Right, there's something here. Maybe buried treasure.
What's this? I found something.
Yeah, but still nothing particularly useful. Oh, yarn is useful. It can be gotten into a very good scrolls, I think. Was it superconductor even? No. Chain lightning. It's not exactly bad. But it's not exactly good. It might work in combination with the other attacks, but usually we have very specific elemental weakness we want to exploit, and we have the resources to just pummel that fully. We don't need to sort of try to use approximate or secondary elemental weaknesses to try to make up for it. Might as well just blast the hole with full strength.
The spirit of an avalanche of...
Right, there's nothing here. A pouch. I think you can keep your pouches. A nice little warm-up more than anything. Anything in the towers? No, not really. Right. Side passage here should lead to where the possessed little girl is. At least another quest we can do.
The spirit of an elf.
Chop fish. No way we can help the little girl now.
The girl spot.
She is ours. You will not speak to her. You cannot.
The girl The laugh, right?
Fool! She is ours. Any strength is ours.
Her eyes.
You give her hope. Good. It will make her spirit all the more. She cannot resist us. She is nothing, fool. You're wasting your time. Her name is Lost.
A flicker of red.
She whimpers.
The girl grimaces in concentration.
She has nobody, only us. Good. Take your time. Prolong. Run.
Right. This should be just a matter of going to the correct place in the city. Only one pyramid here. We can easily wrap that quest once we get the name. I don't actually recall what the name is. I think it's in the school for children. But it might not be. Although I can't figure out where else could it possibly be, so I'll go with that. Still, we can't exactly go into the city without fighting. Ring. Intelligence, pyrokinetic, summoning, movement, hit points. It is not good. +3 to positive things for us. Might be slightly better than the promise ring we have. But, I more or less see it as equally worthless. So it's not technically bad, it's just not particularly good. Alright, there's a lot of fighting before we can actually enter the city now. I think I'll leave that fight for another time. Should be fairly straightforward, just a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting with allies involved too. We might not be able to throw super spells around. It's a bit risky. Do we risk hitting our allies? No telling what'll happen then.
Or, I've heard of you. I'm one of Loic.
She casts.
After all, my driver. My void woke. Better stranded out here. We were a wedding.
She looks up.
Loic.
She gives you.
I suppose you know a little something about a wedding. Figured as much. We've been riding. Good luck. Doing this, Grace. I hope Boss understands.
It doesn't look like there's any notable gear there. Fancy letter, invitation probably. That can't be helped. That has to be
I'll
used.
send word home. Don't worry. I'll send word.
I'm really doubting the vacuum aura's usefulness. But we're doing okay with the skills we have now, so I'm not too eager to try to change things either.
Don't worry. I'll send word.
I think there's certainly a lot of room to improve upon our memorized spell selection.
I've spotted something.
Lucio. Not for us. All physical defense, but definitely not for us. Does almost nothing to a caster. Or for a caster. Carrots. I'm not gonna use the carrot-based super spell. It's shit compared to what we can already do. Void Walking will be in that direction. So we don't want to go there, but there's a little fight at the side. I don't even recall what the guys were, just some weird group of people who have escaped the situation in the city. Pilgrims are here, right? And there's nothing particularly interesting. I should be able to wrap up these losers fairly quickly. I don't think there's anything special about them. Each one of them has a summoned companion. I'm not sure if it even summoned, but a companion anyway. I'm gonna switch the teleportation to the sneak version for this. We want to start in a high altitude location. Yeah, cuddles. They're resistant to everything, so we might as well attack with anything. What about their leaders? Water and earth would be acceptable. They have soulmates. Permanent soulmates. They're a nice tight little package there. Right. I was thinking maybe try the pyroclastic spell here, but I don't think so. They're highly resistant to air though. The problem with it would be that I might be able to get pairs, but I couldn't really get any of them properly. Also, they have no magic armor. I'll take that back. It depends. Give me rain. I'll probably electrify the surface, try to go with the super spell after that. Right, so I can spend 2 action points on it. Maybe more. The blood will be electrified just the same. Doesn't matter. But still only 2. Yeah, there are no real good choices here. We'll just go with this. We'll get most of them on the spell. Stun affects critical hits, excellent. Will at least help mitigate the damage. The outcast hunter is the one I worry about the most. Because he's gonna mark my ass, so the dodge is not gonna mean shit. Feather by a Fang is gone, bro. Let's go. Stunned, excellent. That'll help me a little bit. That'll probably keep the dodge as a worthwhile skill on this turn. Huddles is restored. Still, it's too little too late. When the next turn starts, they're gonna get pummeled again. So there's a good chance only the mage and his ally is alive when I get to do things. Resurrection. Oh, that's not gonna make much of a difference. Alright, stun, dead. The only one we need to worry about is him. And he has some resistances, but not particularly strong ones. I could use a little bit of source though, so thanks Featherfang. Here. What do you feel about explosions? What to do with the rest? Okay, he's really the biggest problem, because he's so resistant to air. Water will suffice and we're in water. Apparently we're not. Overkill, but whatever. Why can't I target you? Yeah, seriously. Enrage. Well, good luck with that, but it's not gonna make much of a difference, enrage or not. Can easily keep him under control. Right, not much of a fight. Cuddles gets eaten. Gear seems interesting enough at least.
I've spotted something.
Rubbish. That's sort of disappointing. You find this... Who would bother burying something like that? Couple of books. I get the goal, but the books are a little bit of a mystery. They're not like they're rare books or anything. They're standard issue books buried under the ground. Alien fire essence. Right. Rubbish for the most part. Potion components are all the most valuable thing again in this fight. Where the hell is this? Why can I see it, but I can't reach it? Seriously, where? Oh, it's probably there at the side. Ah, it doesn't really matter. Keep it. I don't think there's anything useful here. Right, just waste of time rubbish for the most part. There was a single item. It is a one-handed axe, so by probability it's not going to be useful to us. It might have a critical hit chance increases, and that is useful though. But it would have to have a lot more than that, and it doesn't even have that. Rubbish. Utter garbage. Right, I think I'll leave things here. I'll have to start the assault on the city, and that's a lot of fighting against Voidwalk and with paladins and magisters mixed in. I think we're going to focus on basically wrapping things up as quickly as possible, one quest at a time. Every time we level up we can take new loot. Right, we'll start with the possessed kid. Beeline for the answer to her name and then go in there and fight it with any chance. By that point we're at level 19 already.